right, it's go time. We're gonna plant some beans today. Dad's putting the beans on the seed tender. I got the tractor outside warming up. Thought I had everything ready on the screen, but my modem isn't working, so I'm not able to send my guidance lines, but we'll make it work. Typical first day. I'm sure that's not the first issue. I'm sure that's not the only issue we'll run into, but I'm gonna get this tender hooked up and load the air seeder and go to the field, I guess. See if I can do this with one hand. Come on, get in there. No, I can't. I'm gonna apologize in advance for the wind. The wind is terrible today. Gonna lose my hat, I know it. Got the air seeder out yesterday, aired the tires up, greased it. Oh, the door's open on the tractor. That's kind of the beauty of an air seeder. It usually doesn't need much maintenance, just kick the tires and go, basically. So it should be ready. I do need to make sure my hydraulics for the fan are right. A couple of them are backwards, so. That doesn't seem right. Okay, so they are backwards. Okay, got that switched, got my tools just in case I get some plugged up rows. I'm gonna engage this and let it run while we're going down to the field. And we're off. It is April 15th today, and my goal was to plant beans on April 15th, so it actually worked out. I'm pretty happy about that. I really love the first day of planting. It's a really exciting time. You know, new opportunities. You don't know what the year's going to bring. It's just really exciting to get things going and see where things lead, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm getting a little tongue-tied. I'm too excited. The power company's putting some new telephone poles in the field. They replaced all the poles along the road, and the poles go through the field here at the main farm. And they're actually going to put them in line with one row because they used to go on an angle through the field. So it made it really difficult to farm around. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's going to be a lot easier to spray and plant and everything. That's going to be so nice having them in a line. Pull ahead a little bit. That's good. Got some new radios. I'll tell you about them in a little bit. And make sure that's cleaned out. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Let's open this up for the first time. Hope there's no surprises. Oh yeah, we're good to go. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of talc in the bottom, get things slicked up, then we can fill her up. I need to back up, don't I? Oops.
We won't worry about this.
I got back up. That's better. Well, I hope everything works because we put 2 boxes in. Whew, that wind is vicious. Alright, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing before I go out in the wind. We got it filled up. I just engaged the blower. I'm going to go out and spin the drive wheel in the back and make sure every one of the rows is spitting beans out. Dropping it in for the first time. We're gonna see what happens. Take off real slow, get things going. It's reading on the monitor. No idea what my population is. 140. Okay, we're up there. 141. Shooting for 150, so that looks okay. Once I get around this surface drain, I'll get that set a little better. So we need to bump the rate up a little bit. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. It's my monitor that shows the rates on each side, so we're at 139, 140. We're gonna bump her up some more. All right, a little stressful here. Gotta put my gloves on. So I had to call. Can you guys see me? I had to call the AHW Solution Center, which is like a help desk, whatever, through our John Deere dealer, because I couldn't get my documentation trigger to work. It wouldn't let me select my number 1 remote, and it wouldn't go off of the planter monitor or seeder monitor. So they're thinking that this is an old cable from a brown box. I might need to change that cable out to a new one and see what I got. But anyways, I planted 1 pass. I'm gonna go dig, make sure we got them deep enough, not too deep, whatever. See what happens. So this is going to be some pretty heavy clay right here. So if they're a little shallow, I'll probably just leave it. You can see how white the ground is. I think it's where they dug the ditch out and they stocked all the clay up. Ooh-wee. Where are you at, little guys? Found them. Oh, that is just perfect. Well, if they're going in the ground in this clay, about a little over an inch, that's probably going to be 2 inches in the good ground, so I think I'm going to leave it. Everything's going good. Air seeder's working fine. I just got to swap out that cable because it won't let me map anything on my climate, and I think that's the reason why. I don't know if I explained that very well, but that's an old school cable for a brown box, and it might not be like, I don't know what you want to call it, like as isobus compatible as it should be. I don't know. It's working because my planter monitor is showing up, but it won't let me record off of that information. So anyways, just keep planting, I guess. It's going good. Alright, so Dad took me to get my pickup truck. That way I have some wheels. Rand got some lunch because I wasn't prepared to plant today. Also brought me that other cable. So we're going to swap that out real quick. Drop that one down. Here we go. Come on. There you go. Alright. I hope this fixes my problem. Which one does it need to go in? Right here. And then this one goes here. Nope. This way. Nope. This way. Well, that does not go in there, maybe. Okay. Does it? Okay. Well, we'll try it. Switch is on. Let that power up. See what we got. Alright, I went and dug a little bit in the not so hard ground, and I think we're going a little deep, so I'm going to shallow it up one notch. Pretty simple. Just got to take this. So you got to think about which way I got to go. This way. So that lowers the gauge wheel down so it won't be going quite as deep. So I just got to do that on all 32, and then we're good to go. All right, we got it. I'm going to get going again. That should be a little bit better. Don't want to plant them too deep. Need them to come up. So, don't forget to re-engage the blower. I have a love-hate relationship with this air seeder. Well, I love it more than I hate it, but there's one major thing, two major things that I hate about it. Number one, working on it, and number two, the spacing. It does not singulate soybeans at all. You get clumps of 3-4 beans and then a gap. That's just the nature of the beast. That's how they are. Working on it is not fun. Crawling around underneath the air tank, you hit your head on everything. Not super fun to work on, but it's so durable compared to a planter. You can rebuild it and it'll last for a whole lot more acres than a planter will. Planter, you're doing something to it every year. This thing, I put new blades on it, fixed, I don't remember, a couple other things. Pull it out, grease it, oil the chains, check the tires, go to the field. That's all it needs. Like I said, today's April 15th and it's earlier than we normally plant beans. We usually, I guess in the past, we had always started with corn and then got started on beans somewhere towards the end of April to the beginning of May. But 2 years ago, it was too cold to plant corn, but the fields were fit, so we got started planting beans, and we planted almost all of our beans before we planted corn. So they were, I think all of them except a couple fields were planted in April, and that was the best beans we'd ever had. And I've been reading a ton of stuff that if you get beans planted early, that sets you up for success. So fields are fit. It's too cold to plant corn. We decided to start on some beans. I'm not sure how many we'll do. There's some rain coming towards the end of the week. I think we should just keep rolling. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. It's going really well. Also, we got these new Midland radios. They were kind enough to send me some to try out. We had Motorola farm radios. I don't know what, like business band or whatever. So they sent me these. We've been having trouble with the farm radios and figured we'd give them a shot. So we like them so far. This is the MXT 500, I believe. So pretty high wattage. I don't know all the specs off the top of my head. But if you want to get some of these for your farm or for your truck or for your side-by-side or your business, whatever, you can use code WestFarms10 and get 15% off your purchase. So there you go. So this particular field has been continuous no-till and cover crops for, I believe, 8 years, and it has tremendously helped this farm. This farm, it's poorly drained, but it does have some tile in it, and it used to be pretty wet. We'd have to let it get good and dry before we could farm it, And doing the cover crops and no-till has really changed this farm. It drains so much better, but also when it gets dry, it has that water holding capacity. I really think there's something to this whole no-till cover crops thing. You don't really figure it out until you've done it for at least 4 to 5 years, and I think I'm seeing the benefits of it now. I really like it. Don't know if I said or not, but we got cereal rye out here. It's not very big yet because it's been pretty cold all spring. We haven't had a whole lot of warm days, but next week it'll be in the 70s. I bet it'll start taking off. Well, we got one field done. That's 55 acres done. We're gonna go to the next one, try and plant another 40 yet today. Back in business. Put another box in. That should do another 30-something acres. That'll finish this field. It's really starting to look like spring around here. I'm seeing all kinds of tractors going by. The neighbor's spraying now, so spring is in full swing, I think. Pretty sweet new Deere sprayer. It's got a big tank on it. Well, we got the field done, didn't we?
Yeah.
Garrett came to ride with me after school. So we're gonna fold up and put our seatbelts on because it's safe to wear your seatbelt on the road. Garrett made me a necklace at school. I love it. Should I wear it every day?
Yeah. I made it for me too.
Alright, I better get my seatbelt on. You made it for you and me, so we're gonna share it?
Yeah. You get me mine all the way on.
Oh, here, you gotta put it back in. Here you go. Grab it. Hold on to it. It's kind of hard to do. Well, come on. Need both hands. Here you go. Got it? Alright, there we go. Sit back. Alright, back to the shop. Suppose we better wait for that car to come down since there's a truck parked on the road.
There's the side.
This side. What would you like to say? You don't know? Do you want to tell YouTube how old you are now?
I'm 4.
You're 4. You just turned 4 a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're going to preschool?
Yeah. It was my birthday celebration, and then my birthday.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And where did we have your birthday party?
At my house.
No, we didn't.
At our new house.
I thought we had it in the shop.
No, my birthday celebration was in the shop, and my birthday was at our new house.
Your birthday was at our house. Yeah.
Our new house.
Yeah, we got a new house. We moved.
Yeah, and my birthday was at our new house.
Yep, sure was. All right, we're back at the farm. Well, I think that's going to do it for this video. Got 95 acres done. That's pretty good for day one. We usually don't do that good, so I'm happy. Not really sure what we're going to do tomorrow. There's not supposed to be as windy, so I think we're going to get the fertilizer set up. We got some calcium sulfate and ammonium sulfate to spread on corn ground. It's been really windy the past couple days and wet last week, so we haven't been able to do it yet. So probably plant some more beans, do some spreading, and see what happens. Thanks for watching. Day 1 is in the books. See you next time.